Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the best bitter. I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. It's been cold crashing for 3 days now, so it's ready to go in the keg. So come along for the ride. So I have, I'm not sure if you can see the keg here, but I have purged the keg with CO2, I've released the gas, lost the gas. Got the pipe in sanitizer. This is all clean. This keg was a bit dirty, so I used some caustic soda with warm water, gave it a good shake, left it for 10 minutes just to loosen all the crap up, gave it another shake, poured it out, then I did 3 rinses and then my sanitizer. So she's well clean, nice and shiny on the inside, and it's been well rinsed, so it's going to die. Always take the, not sure if you can see that, but always take the bubbler off so you don't suck back all the sanitizer that's in the bubbler. Get the pipe straight back in the sanitizer. You'll all be familiar with this this part. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm running out of CO2, which is not ideal. But every time I turn it on, I see the pressure gauge on the side of the cylinder drops a little bit, so it's not long. Just hope I can get it a bit carved up and leave it under 40 psi pressure until I get that placed. Okay, so that's been rocking for 5 minutes, so the keg is now full, the keg is carbonated. I'm going to put it back in the fridge at cold crashing temperatures, a couple of degrees Celsius. We'll hold on to that CO2. So I managed to have enough CO2 to get it carved up. I just have to drink the Wit Boy. This is the sample. That's a bit cold, but that's coming at 1016 or 1016 final gravity. And I think that's 5.1%. I need to double check, but I'll give you the numbers when I do the full tasting. Loving the flavour of that flat already, so with a little bit of age on this, if it gets there, it's going to be lovely. Cheers. Okay, we're just going to swap the name over, and then we'll give it a go. Okay, so we're ready to have our sip, have our taster. Just having a sip of the last of the wit that I brewed, and it's still tasting delicious. I had to pour 3 bottles off just to get the keg out. I haven't got my beer smith here, so I haven't written the ABV on. I think it's between 4 and 5, but I'll put it up when I post the video. So my new format basically is that I'll have brew days, and then I'll also have tasting days, and then I'll put a card on the brew day just at the end of the video, and just a little card at the top that says, you know, tasting of the same thing. Okay, so hopefully it's carved up. You saw all the previous stuff. It's been in the fridge for 24 hours. It's got a lovely molasses colour to it as well. It's really nice. decent head. Carbonation looks good. Probably a bit high for a bitter, but I like carbonation in my beers. So spot on for me. And it's a bit of a poor pour as well. That's really quite dark. I don't think I even have a flashlight on this phone, to be honest. Anyway, it's quite dark. I'll try and get a photo of it in the light. Light tan head. Just smells like a bitter, really. It's not got a hell of a lot of hoppage in this, if you remember from the Brew video, but it's got that real British bitter smell to it. So it's like probably East Cape Goldings, I would have guessed, something like that, or maybe Fuggles. Anyway, let's have a taste. Bit cold. I have had it in the fridge, the cold crashing fridge, and that's currently at 1 degree Celsius. So it's probably too cold for a bitter. Mouthfeel seems a little bit less than medium. It was feeling more medium, but I think that's probably the temperature. Carbonation's quite nice, a little bit overcarbed I would say, but that's probably going to settle back now. Holding on to that head quite nicely. Flavor wise, I'm getting definitely like caramel, not overpoweringly sweet. That finished at 10-16, so I kind of expected it to have a little bit more sweetness and a little bit more body. It's not overpowering at all. A slight roastiness. I think there was some roast grains in here. So it's, there's definitely a roastiness to it. Not quite like that burnt toast, but getting towards that. That is a very, very tasty pint of bitter. And that's going to go down really well in the winter months, which we're approaching fast. So, yeah, from the corner of the Brew garage, happy brewing, guys, and catch you on the next one.